This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. John Solberg here, your host for the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Super happy to be here and even more excited to tell you that today's episode is being brought to you by The Butcher Shop, purveyors of highly sought after 100% Australian non-crossbred Wivara 9 Plus briskets, and as always, they're handpicked just for you. The Butcher Shop has been retailing the finest meats for the past 15 years. Every week, they're shipping out competition quality meats to many of the biggest teams in the competition scene across the nation. Simply put, teams who use The Butcher Shop win. I got news, they win often. I know you may not be a competitor, just like me, but you still have an eye for the finer cuts. Great news. The Butcher Shop is shipping some of the finest prime, dry-aged Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu steaks to people just like you and me who aspire to be the kings and queens of the cul-de-sac. The Butcher Shop always has Berkshire, Compart Duroc, Allegiance Duroc, and Prairie Fresh all-natural pork in stock. It's always going to be handpicked just for you. You might be saying, John, all that sounds great, but this year I want to try something different. How about some camel? How about some ostrich? How about some elk? Reach out to the Butcher Shop. They're going to handpick some for you and they can ship it to you. So let's review the best competition briskets. Check. The best pork selection. Check. Giving you better overall options to cook at home. Check. So give the Butcher Shop a call today, 850-458-8782. That's 850-458-8782. You mentioned the BBQ Central Show. They're giving you 10% off your entire order each and every single time you call. You can also check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop. Shop is spelled SHOPPE. The Butcher Shop, home of the 100% Australian non-crossbred Wailara 9 Plus briskets. And I don't even know how to describe this show. It's from a time where there was actually a show on Wednesday, but this wasn't Wednesday. It was Tuesday, and Greg was creeping around in some lady's basement talking about potatoes.
Greg at the BBQCentralShow.com. Of course, you can do neither. Just lay out, enjoy the show for the fun and frivolity that it is, and perhaps English next week, perhaps become a little bit more educated about the industry that we so passionately and fervently believe and support. Got a guest in the studio from the Wickliffe Levons. It's Amy Levon, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Amy is AJ's mother. Yes. Do you claim him as your own?
I do.
All right.
Today.
And we were supposed to, as fans of the show would know that AJ caught the tail end of the first hour and sat in for the first part of the second hour. We were talking about Thanksgiving and what he may or may not eat. And much to the dismay of a lot of the Centralites, said that not only did he not like stuffing, but was not a fan of the mashed potatoes. So we struck a deal. I said, hey, AJ, if you eat mashed potatoes, just even a dollop, you can come on the show next week and recap. And it was kind of like the enticement of getting him to try something new and using the show almost like an enabler of drugs.
Yes.
Right. So,
whatever it takes.
So I guess maybe he's sleeping in anxious anticipation of the show. He fell asleep. Many people do that during the show. He decided to do it before the show. That's fine. So maybe we'll get him in the beginning of the first hour tomorrow for the Hump Day barbecue show. But look, you're his mother.
Yes.
What's with the no eating potatoes with this kid? Talk into the microphone.
Is this better?
That looks weird.
Does it look weird?
Yes.
Hello. Unfortunately, I have to say he gets it from me. I don't eat any turkey or mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving.
No turkey?
I hate it all.
Wow. I was making fun of him for being French, but at least he eats turkey.
He does.
Oh. Well, see, folks, breaking news. The cycle of terror can be changed from generation to generation.
So true.
So he does eat turkey, but no mashed potatoes. Is it like he just doesn't like the taste? Because he eats French fries and like regular kid potatoes.
I think it's the consistency.
Doesn't like that gritty. Well,
Yeah.
you know, you can. Sometimes I believe you can't really screw up mashed potatoes, but then
You can.
yeah. So they could be like gritty, or maybe even too soupy, like
Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah.
you know, like runny.
They weren't
White.
homemade, so
Yeah.
no good.
Oh well. There you go, folks. Breaking news right here on the show. All right. So you allow me to come down here once a week, twice a week, for a total of 3 hours to do the show from your basement, because currently there is no new Barbecue Central studio to broadcast from in the basement. How has this time been for you? Having I guess what you would call a web celebrity in the basement.
It's kind of exciting. I kind of brag about it.
Do you?
I do. So
Yes.
Tuesday night is barbecue show time.
Many of the Centralites weighing in saying thank you for allowing me to do the show.
You're welcome.
Because otherwise, I think, like, how many weeks in a row are we going now?
3. I think this is week
Oh,
3,
no,
isn't
I
it?
think it's more than that.
Is it?
I'm sure one of the Centralites has been diligently keeping track and will tell us. I want to say it's at least 4. Yeah, I think it's at least 4. Could be 8.
Wow.
It seems that long.
It seems. It does.
How much of an inconvenience has it been to have me set up shop down here in this prolific basement?
Nothing. Nothing at
None?
all. None.
Would you say...
I just am afraid like the kids would break something if they were down here.
On a whole, would you say it's been a joy?
It's always a joy with you, Jed.
All right. Stuff I love to hear. Well, this is all good stuff. I just want to say thanks for letting me hang out.
You're welcome.
And I have no... I can... The only thing I can tell you is what our builder told us. It will be at least 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks, you'll be here. I'm excited
What
to
does
have
that
you.
mean? I don't know.
See you in 4 weeks.
It'll be at least 2. It'll be at least 2. I want to give a special, I never say this term, shout out, but I'm going to suck it up this time and say shout out to my friend. He is a barbecue legend and icon. You see him on this show every once in a while. He's becoming a regular, recurring guest. Stephen Reichlin of Barbecue U fame, multiple-time author, best-selling author. He unsolicited. The last time he was on the show, we were talking about how like what he was going to do for turkey, and he was going to like loosen the skin of the turkey, like work his hand underneath, and then he was going to put like truffles and other such stuff. And then finally, I said, you know what? This is the guy to ask. He is a lover of opulent items, and I don't even know what that means. And I said, what is a truffle? Like, what does that taste like? So he went through this whole big, dissertation on, where they come from and how they taste and flavor profiles that they add and all this great stuff. And I was very thankful. And then unsolicited, and I don't know how he got my shipping address, but evidently he has these Stephen Reichlin grilling butters. And I think he mentioned them on the show during that process, but just like out of nowhere. They just showed up one day at the new house that isn't finished. But we did the change of address. So, if you're going to send me T-shirts or free stuff, you got to hit me up for the new address. Don't send it to the old address. People will be reveling in free stuff, and they won't tell me about it because they're renting bastards. I love you, renters. I love you, renters. So now I have like 5 of these Stephen Reichlin grilling butters. There's a black truffle butter. There's a white truffle butter. There's like an herb, and it comes with all of these recipe cards and which ones to use. Like one you're supposed to use with steak or burgers, and the other one is supposed to be like chicken, and you dollop them on and let them kind of melt over, and it's supposed to add this tremendous taste to foods that I guess you would normally taste like that. So I'm very excited to try it. And once we get into the new house and you guys come over for a dinner or 5, we'll try them out together so we can get like a full panel review of.
Oh, that would be good.
Have you ever had truffles?
No, I always thought truffle was a dessert, so I really have no clue what the heck's going on.
Like truffle butter and truffle oil.
Oh, I love some truffle.
Truffle cookies.
Are you going to have to feel up the bird, though, to put the butter in?
Man, if I can't feel up a bird, I don't want any part of it.
You see what I mean? It's kind of creepy. But there was a Wednesday show. And the one time I don't think Greg remembered there was a Wednesday show. But I had no idea that the show originated from Amy Levons' basement during a move. I missed that. That must have been, I don't know. But if you want to hear the rest of the show, head on over to the BBQCentralShow.com. There's a link in today's show notes. It is going to take you to this complete episode. Go enjoy that and let me know what you think. Get a hold of me, John, J-O and John, at the BBQCentralShow.com. And until next time, on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I look forward to talking to you again soon.